The first Extraction was a nice surprise on a failing network during a dark year we will never forget. It proved that movies with toxic white males were more appealing to modern audiences than movies made for modern audiences. No shit, Sherlock. And thankfully, a sequel was already planned. And in June 16th of this year came the long-awaited sequel, Extraction 2. Extraction Harder. Nah, just Extraction 2. Beginning where we left off, with Tyler Rake surviving blood loss due to a shot in the neck. Maybe next time drop a fucking piano on him just to make sure. He is found and tended to with his ally Nick by his side. After he wakes up from his coma and goes through months of physical therapy, he ends up in a nice shack doing men stuff. But his time chilling out being handsome is interrupted by a mysterious visit from an Idris Elba-alike, played by Idris Elba, who informs him that his sister-in-law and her kids are being held in a Georgian prison by her husband Zurab under the supervision of his brother. After Tyler has a hand in taking out Zurab's brother during a pretty cool long-shot prison escape, Zurab is mad, obviously. So he hires every heavily armed bastard there is. So now Tyler, along with Nick and their brother Yaz, have no choice but to protect his wife's family at all costs. Hemsworth, once again, convinces an unstoppable hard bastard with a heart, Tyler Rake, handling himself well in the action and showing some range as an actor during the more reflective scenes. He is supported by Farahani, who is given more screen time and does a decent job holding her own alongside Hemsworth. She may not be as memorable as, say, Sarah Connor or Ellen Ripley, but she is still likeable enough in the role, displaying competence, loyalty and tough resourcefulness, but never shying away from any vulnerability, especially when taking on men twice her size. Playing opposite them is Tornik Grogrik. Fuck it, I'll call him TJ. These fucking names. Playing main antagonist Zurab. An improvement over Asif, as he equally gets in on the action, even being an equal match against Hemsworth. Okay, he's not Darth Vader or Hans Gruber, but he still convinces as this ruthless crime lord out for revenge. And Idris Elba looks like he's having a fucking whale of a time, despite not being in the movie that much. And Olga Kurylenko, who is still smoking hot by the way, does a decent job as Rake's ex-wife Mia, who helps him confront his guilt later on in the film. Once again, Sam Hargrave shows what a fucking great action director he is, with an awesome 20-minute long-shot prison escape, displaying some awesome hand-to-hand combat, mixed with close-quarter gunshots, mixed with using every object in hand, mixed with punching some wanker in the face while his fucking arm is on fire, mixed with taking down more bastards on a moving train while shooting down a fucking helicopter like a fucking boss. And I just fucking came. But it doesn't take away from the more sombre moments, like Rake being confronted by Mia over the loss of their son, and later on finds out going to Iraq inspired their son to be brave in the last moments of his life like his father. And I'm not gonna lie, it almost got me. Sadly, it doesn't quite reach the heights of the first film, as I didn't get invested in the family's safety the way I did with Ovi's. And while Nick's brother Yaz does add a bit more levity, I never felt he was developed enough for me to care for him when he dies in action. The CGI can be a little noticeable as well, but nowhere near as horrible as the rushed, abysmal fucking crap burned into our damaged retinas produced by fucking incompetent corporate hacks. Yeah, Flasher, I'm talking to you. But overall, despite not topping the first one, it still sets out what it intends to do. Gives us a fucking great hard-boiled thriller that doesn't pander or accuse its audience of ists and phobes. It showers you with action that hits like a fucking dumbbell to the face. Fuck yeah. Right, that's me done. I'm off down to the pub.